Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan. I am a yarn addict, hence the name Juan the Yarn Addict. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by to check out my video today. This is a yarn and crochet channel where we talk about all things yarn and all things crochet. So if that interests you, please sit back and watch this video because today, my friends, I offer you another episode of our podcast, Yarn Talk and All the Things. So this episode is no different than the other ones. I'm going to give you a rundown of what it is that we're going to be covering, and then we will get started. So first, we're going to have coffee talk, and then we're going to talk about whips. After that, I'll talk about a small little tiny itty bitty yarn buy that I have here. And then last but not least, we're going to have some happy mail. So I think that sounds pretty amazing, if I say so myself. So first of all, let's talk about what's on Matt's head, okay? So I've gotten some messages, emails, comments. What's on Matt's head? It's so nice, but what is it? So, okay. Matt is wearing the Overall Charisma beanie by Crystal over at Bag-O-Day Crochet. So, this beanie was created when I did a review of her 20 favorite beanies. She posted that video about 2 months ago, I think. Maybe a little more than 2 months. I saw the video and I instantly got to work. I wanted to make all of her top 20 favorite beanies, which I did. I did it in 2 episodes, and this particular one was number 20. This was the last one on the list of mine to make. So I made some modifications. Her Overall Charisma beanie had a band going across the bottom, and it went back and forth like this. I decided to not do that. Just because I really liked the beanie the way it was. So I just finished it with 3 rows of single crochet in the back loop to kind of give it like a finished look. Super nice. And the stitch that was used on this is the extended single crochet. Extended single crochet. Super nice. Love that. It's in my favorite color, purple. Purple is my favorite color, friends. If you're just happening upon my channel, I have this weird obsession with purple. I love it. All things purple. So, yeah, the yarn that I used was Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn in the colorway Amethyst. And it's not a yarn eater, my friends. It did not take much yarn at all. The one thing that I did call out when I did the review was that I really wasn't comfortable with doing the extended single crochet in the round, but once I got further in the project, because it starts from the crown down, once I got further out, it became a lot easier. So now I actually like the stitch. Back then I wasn't really a fan of it, but now I like it. So yeah, I love it. I will tell you that this is, I think, I want to say top 10 of my favorites of hers. The very first, the top of the pyramid there is her Stitch Sampler beanie. I've made it twice. Love that beanie. I talk about it all the time. I show the beanie off to my friends. I made a new one. I made an original one. But yeah, I show it off to my friends. I love it. Obviously, she loves it. It's one of her favorites. And many people love it. It's great. Love it. So anyway, that's what Matt's wearing, okay? Now, let's move on to, let's see, some coffee talk, okay? So I have my cup of coffee here. Love that for me. Hold on. I brag about how well I make my coffee, friends. Like, it is so good, my coffee. 5 scoops in the coffee maker, sugar-free creamer, 2 equals, and then I nuke it in the microwave for probably an additional 30 seconds because I like my coffee super hot. Like, I like it very hot. Anyway, I say all that to say, viewers, friends of the channel, have full ability to click on buymeacoffee.com link that's in the description box. If you want to support my caffeine addiction and support the channel, feel free to do that. And you also have the ability to leave a comment, which I share with the friends on the YouTube streets. So I'm just going to read 2 comments today. The first one comes to us from Angel. Angel writes, "Thank you, Juan. I really enjoy your channel and your warm and caring personality. I love how attentive you are to your mom. I hope you both have a great week." Well, thank you so much, Angel. Yes, I am very attentive to her. I've been her caretaker now for 12 or 13 years. I can't really pinpoint the exact time frame, but it's been a long time. And yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way, you know? So she raised me. Now it's my turn to raise her. Mom, she's 80 years old and she's living her best life with all the yarn. So yeah, thank you so much, Angel. We're going to have an amazing week. So, all right, the next one comes to us from Joyce. Joyce writes, "Hi, Juan. I love your channel. You always make me smile. Tell your mother hi." Well, just so you know, full disclosure, before I sit down to record my episode, I actually share the comments with my mother. She reads them, we go through all the things, we laugh, we have a good time over a cup of coffee. So I did tell her hi, and she says hello to you as well. So thank you both, Joyce and Angel, for the comments. I definitely appreciate that. And if you want to participate, feel free to click the link, get me a cup of coffee, and leave a comment. That is one of many ways you can support my channel. You're not obligated in any way. But yeah, so there's that. Next, let's talk about some whips, friends, because I think I have whipitis. I have whips all over the place, okay? So I mentioned a few videos ago that I was going to wrap up some of the whips that were laying around the house and rustle them up and bring them in here. So that's what I've done. So first I want to start off with this crochet kit that I got from Mary Maxim's quarterly crochet club. I don't necessarily have the actual booklet. It's still in the makes room, I think. But I do have the project. It's this one. I've shown this off several times. Okay, and hear me out. So I like the way it looks. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like it. Okay, but I have issues with the gauge. So they wanted me to use a letter M, as in Mark, crochet hook with 4-weight yarn. So I get it. It's intentionally supposed to be lacy and loose and all the things. But I did not feel comfortable with using such a large hook for such medium weight yarn. Okay, the color way wasn't a problem. Excuse me, I'm bending down to get the colors here. I really enjoyed working with these colorways. So here we have baby blue, we have mustard, and this one here is lavender. So first of all, I will tell you that the names don't really match the hue, but we're running with it because that's what they want to call it. This is more of a mauve. This is more of like a blue-gray. And this one here is more like a pale yellow. Anyway, that's just my very humble opinion. We're running with the names because that's what it is. Anyway, the 4-weight yarn is very, normal 4-weight yarn. It's not thin, it's not thick, Aran type yarn. And yet, I think it's a 9mm crochet hook. It's a little too large of a hook for this. So I said, you know what, Juan? Let's do it anyway. Let's follow the pamphlet. Let's do the directions and all the things. And look how wide these stitches are. I mean, I have big hands and I am not comfortable with this. So, okay. The end result is that I am frogging this. Okay? And I'm going to redo it, as I said before, with a 6mm crochet hook, because that's the size that I like to use for my 4-weight yarns. But there was a problem, because when you go smaller, you need more yarn. It requires more yarn. And I know with the yarn they sent, I was going to run out. I wouldn't be able to finish the project with the yarn. So I went onto Mary Maxim's website and I went ahead and ordered the yarn. Okay. All right. Where is it? Hold on. Here it is. Okay. So I showed you the colorways, right? Let me just show you them again. Okay, those are the colorways that came with the crochet kit. Okay, now here's my bag from Mary Maxim. Okay, so I ordered 4 skeins of the lavender, which is perfect, and then I ordered 4 skeins of the mustard, and then I ordered 4 skeins of the baby blue, and I got the wrong color. I had to check the invoice just to be sure, and it says baby blue on the invoice, but the skein does not say baby blue. It says light blue. So it's another shade of blue. It's not the one that matches. They made a boo-boo. They gave me the wrong one. But that's okay. Because, and the funny part about this is that they made tick marks. So somebody went through this bag and was like, okay. They pencil whipped it without actually looking at the other side of this invoice where it says baby blue. Anyway, it's okay because I'm going to make it work. So here's my thought. Hear me out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 4 skeins of the incorrect blue and fuse them into the project, because I don't mind these 3 colors together either. I mean, hold on. Let me just grab all 4 together. I don't mind that. You know, top and bottom, they're different shades of blue, but I'm here for it. Because with it like this is giving me like the blue that maybe should be there, and this is giving me more of like that gray vibe, like a blue-gray. I'm here for it. So I'm not too mad at it. I was actually excited about the challenge. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is meant to be. I'm not going to sit here and fuss with them and be like, I'm sending it back, I want the correct color. That takes too much time. We don't have time for that, friends. Right? Life is too short. Just take the yarn and do what you need to do with it and make it work if you can make it work. So I'm going to make this work. And I'm super excited to work with this 6mm crochet hook. I have more than enough yarn now, guys, because this here is 12 skeins, okay? All 4. 4, 4, and 4, right? 12. And then what I have left from the crochet kit is, let's see, more than enough, I believe. I have, hold on guys, sorry. This is what I have left of the actual baby blue that came in. Right? So I have 6 skeins, well, 5.5, because I have one that's like halfway done. And then I have 1 full skein and 1 half skein of the lavender. And then I have just this one of the mustard. I'm lying. Sorry. I have 1.5 of mustard. I have all the skeins, friends. I have over, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 6, 18. I have like 25 skeins for this project. Chef's kiss. It's perfect. I have the correct amount for what I need and then some. So I'm going to finish this project, friends, and then I'm going to take what's left and I'm going to put them in for giveaways. Because when I showed off this yarn to my yarny friends, they were like, ooh, I have to have that. I'm like, okay, but let me finish the project first, and then you guys can have whatever I have left. Because honestly, I don't really have a need for all this glimmer yarn. I mean, it was part of the crochet club. I don't think I would have picked it out of a catalog to begin with, you know? I like a challenge, and for me, working with this kind of yarn is a challenge. Just because, I mean, I like when other people work with it, but for me, I'm not really a fan of all the things, you know? So, again, I don't dislike it, but I like it when other people work on it. So, there's that, my friends. Okay, there's the one whip. Let's move on. So, I posted on my channel It's just a hat, right? I did a tutorial because many people asked me for it. It's a very simple ribbed hat. It's just a hat, friends, right? So many people made these hats and they posted it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the things, right? All the social medias, which I think is amazing. And thank you guys, by the way, for all of you guys who have been tagging me in that. It's just a hat, you know? Anyway, I said to myself in Florida, I was down there seeing Nancy, and I was flying back and I said, you know what? I have this yarn in my bag that I want to make a hat with, right? My go-to hook is a 6mm crochet hook. But I said, what if I worked with something smaller? Let me go to a 5mm crochet hook. So that's what I did. I had this in my yarn bag on the plane, and I'm like, let me make It's Just a Hat. So the yarn that I used was Emu Classic Aran, 100 grams. This came to me from one of my UK friends, Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten. So she sent me some Happy Mail, and this was in the Happy Mail box. This here is 100 grams. It's approximately 210 meters, 229 yards. It's 100% acrylic, and it is machine washable and dryable, and the recommended hook size is a 5mm crochet hook. So I said to myself, perfect, let me go ahead and work with it. It's a heathered gray, but the name that they have for this is called Flint. Okay. We have a pill. Okay, so anyway, that's what that looks like. Love that. Love heathered gray. I love gray. Gray goes so well with so many colors. Anyway, this is where I'm at with it. 5mm crochet hook. I've connected it already. It's all the things. Isn't that great? I love this, guys. I love it. And what I like more is this up here. Okay, so hear me out. Instead of carrying the half double crochets all the way to the end, I went ahead and did single crochets all the way around, because when you go to join it around the top, it's less of the buckling. Like, it's, I don't want to say flat, but it's not as bulky at the top. And you get more hat for your buck, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's why I did that. And I know some of my yarny friends, they actually go from a half double crochet to a slip stitch. I'm not that intense. I'm perfectly okay with this. And it also gave me another idea. So I'm going to turn this inside out right. Look at this. How amazing is that? This is a great pattern situation for a sweater. So stay tuned, friends. I may be playing around with some things like this in a project. I don't know yet. I might make a sweater with sleeves that are like this instead of around this way. We're going to go long ways, and we're going to make the cuff this way. You heard it here, friends. I'm going to be playing with some pattern ideas. Anyway, so the only thing I have left to do with this, my friends, is join it at the top. That's it. I almost had it as a finished project, but I have whipitis. I have all the whips going on here, friends. Okay? So, the next one that I have here is another hat, and I am using Baja Blue. This is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in Baja Blue. I picked this up in Florida when I was with Nancy and Lynn Ann, and I needed projects for my plane ride. So, this is the project, friends. It's another hat. Super nice, right? So the stitch, it's a star stitch. So I'm doing a star stitch hat, not in the round. So I'm literally doing up and down, up and down, up and down, until I get wide enough to fold it over and join it. And I'm going to do an invisible join. And I'm going to connect it at the top. And it's going to be a slouchy beanie, I think. We'll see, because I don't want to fold it up. Because the back, when you're doing the star stitch, the back doesn't look like the front. right? So I am going to be creating a band around the bottom of this, and it's going to be intentionally like this. So because of the length, it's probably going to be a slouchy beanie, a star slouchy. Yeah, so I'm really liking that stitch definition. So the hook that I use, let me just pull it closer to kind of show you. And the last 5 stitches of the round, or of the row, are single crochets, and then it goes right into the star stitch. Okay, so super nice. Love this for me. And what really helps me keep it in check is I count the stars. There's 24 stars, and then I do my half double, and then stars, and I just make sure that I have 24 before doing my single crochets, and as a result, it's perfect. Love that so far. I will say, because I am using a 5mm crochet hook, it is time consuming. If I used a 6mm crochet hook with this, I probably would be finished. They do recommend a 5.5mm crochet hook, so I am going 1/2 size smaller than what they're recommending, but I'm really liking how tight this is. I'm loving this. It's taking me a while though, but that's okay. So there is that. The next whip that I have here is Tunisian. What? Tunisian, you say? Yes, I know how to do Tunisian. I really don't showcase it on my channel because I do all the other things. But yes, I do Tunisian on the side, in the back, behind the scenes, and all the things. This one here is the Tunisian simple stitch. I'm making a scarf. So yeah, there's many other channels that do Tunisian. So I just do this for myself for fun. I really enjoy doing it while I'm watching, other YouTubers do their content, supporting other friends on the YouTube streets. So yes, anyway, this is the simple stitch. This here is Loops and Threads Impressions. It's that discontinued yarn from Michaels. I bought so much of this. I love this. I love this colorway. It's so nice. This here, what is the color here? Brown mustard. It's a bulky 5. They suggest a 6mm crochet hook, otherwise known as a USJ10. 100% acrylic, machine wash cold, tumble dry low, and all the things. It's 246 yards, 5.29 ounces, 225 meters at 150 grams. So, in Tunisian, you don't follow the recommended hook size for crochet hooks. You have to go up to for Tunisian hooks. So it says 6mm crochet hook. You go 8mm Tunisian. I'm still trying to get used to calling it Tunisian because I still refer to these behind the scenes as Afghan hooks. I'm old school. So Afghan hooks, Tunisian, crochet hooks, tomato. You catch my drift. So anyway, yeah, so I did 20 stitches across in the simple stitch, and I'm loving every minute of this. I want to see how far I can take this skein. One skein, and I'm not even halfway through this yet, so we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay? If you do want to learn Tunisian crochet, there is many content creators out there right now that are showcasing different Tunisian stitches. They have tutorials. One right off the top of my head, friends, is TL Yarn Crafts, I believe it is, Tony. She's one that focuses in on Tunisian. Also Linan over at Nina's Knots Crochet. She's another one that has tutorials, Tunisian Tuesday. Check out her channel if you want to learn how to do Tunisian. I know many friends on the YouTube streets are watching her videos, learning Tunisian, so there's that. But for my channel, I really won't be showcasing Tunisian. I'll just show you some whips and things that I'm doing behind the scenes because I like to do it away from cameras and things. It's just one of those things, you know? I like to do it and not have to showcase it because other people do it and they do it so well. So there's that. Okay? So, my last whip of the situation is something that I wished I had completed sooner. But life happens. Sorry, friends, we got cut off because my battery died. So, as I was saying, the next whip that I have to show you is one that I wish that I had done sooner. Life happens, you know. Doing side-by-side crochet alongs, and then, of course, you know, all the things away from YouTube. Anyway, I wish that I had it done, but I don't, so it's considered a whip. Work in progress. Here it is. So, this here is a huge stack of granny squares featuring Premier Puzzle yarns. You guys hear me talk about Premier Puzzle this and Premier Puzzle that. Well, I decided that I wanted to make a blanket called Gameplay. So what it is you obtain skeins of Premier Puzzle, backgammon, checkers, chess, hopscotch, jacks, you name the game. You grab whatever skeins you have, and you make granny squares with them. 6 rounds of granny squares, 1 skein of Premier Puzzle makes 7 of these squares using a 6mm crochet hook. And what you do is you make stacks of 7. So here's 21 so far. I have yet to work with the next colorway, which is Sudoku. So I have that. So I'm going to be making 7 of those, right? And then I'm going to do 7 more in acrostic. We need a light color here to complement the dominoes here. So the games that I've chosen, Sudoku and checkers. There's 7 of those. And I haven't sewn in my ends yet. Sorry, guys. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, ends. And we have dominoes. Right, so there's that, dominoes. Love that. And then hangman. Each square is slightly different. Love that. Okay. And then, last but not least, I am going to be adding acrostic to this, which is like a baby powder blue, to just kind of, you know, light and dark. I think it would go good with this stack here, right? So, 3 kind of dark colors and 2 light colors. The one light color being like of a blue persuasion, and then the other light color being like mint, like a green aqua, not aqua, like a teal. So it's going to be really nice. And then what I'm going to do is once I have all my squares done, I'm going to join them using the other skein of Sudoku, and then we're going to border the blanket with all the colors used. So 1 row in the round of each of the colors. So that is the plan for this blanket. Again, I'm calling it Gameplay because of its wordplay, you know. Each skein's color is a name of a game, so Gameplay. Alright, so there is that, my friends. Those are my whips. That's what I have. Actually, I do have another one here, but I made no progress on it. So I'm not going to really talk about it at length. But I have about 45 of these done so far. I still have about another 45 to go. So once I get further along and connected, I did say before that I would not talk about this until everything was connected. So know that there's a whip out there, Red Heart All-in-One Granny Square. I will showcase this once everything is together, okay? So there's that. Okay, next, let's talk some yarn. So I went ahead and bought some yarn at Michael's. So I've been watching channels, you know, I spend a lot of time watching my fellow content creators out there and their channels. I'm watching all the things. And one of the things that I saw on several of the other channels was this cinnamon swirl cakes, okay? So it has like this speckle situation going on inside of it. Anyway, I was inclined to go to Michael's, as I am at least twice a week. And I said, you know what, this time around, I'm going to pick some colors. I want to play around with this and see all the things. But I said to myself that I could not go and get this new version until I stocked up on the older version. So I didn't have enough of the swirl cakes to make any kind of projects. Like above me in the back there, I had cinnamon swirl cakes, but I didn't have enough. So I went ahead and stocked up on that. So this first one here is called Sugar. Right, so it's the plainer ones. It doesn't have like that design, so it's not the newer ones, but I had 4 of them back there. I went ahead and got 2 more, so now I have a total of 6. So let's just do this. I'm going to show you the beautiful hues there. So again, it's called Sugar. It's a medium 4. And they recommend a 5mm crochet hook with this, although I would be very comfortable using a 6 with this, just saying. Let's see, so it's 100% acrylic. It's 8 ounces at 227 grams. It's 407 yards at 372 meters. So it is machine washable and dryable, which I think is amazing. It's low maintenance. You make it, wash it, and dry it, and you're done. So I got 2 additional cakes to add to the 4 that I have in the back. Okay, same is the case with the Heat Wave colorway. Same specs, so I won't read it again, but I bought 2 more of these. Sorry about the leaker. There we go. Super nice. Love that for us. So yeah, super excited to work with these. I'm going to make 2 separate projects, obviously. Not really going to fuse those together, although I could, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so now on to the newer ones. Now, listen, they had purple colorways, greens, blues, all the things, right? But I said to myself, I haven't seen anyone with the muted ones because they're just as impactful as all the other ones. So I said to myself, let me go for these other ones, okay? Because I have all the colors, right? But let me work with some muted ones. So I went ahead and got me 6 skeins, or 6 cakes. Why am I calling it skeins? 6 cakes of the chocolate swirl. Which, I mean, I should have known. You know what I mean? Like, I love, like, muted tones. Sometimes I get bit by that bug where I need to go all natural, neutral, all the things. But then sometimes I'll go, I need bright and in-your-face colors. But anyway, let me grab another one here. The specs are exactly the same. Let me just double check so I don't eat my words. Yes, it's exactly the same as the other cinnamon swirl cakes. But this one here is chocolate swirl. And those little bits and bobbles of the dark brown there, it's not really speckled. I don't know what you want to call that. It's like washed? I don't know. I don't know what you want to call that. In either case, I'm here for it. I really like it. Yeah. So stay posted, or stay tuned, sorry. Stay posted. The next one here I have is, what's the colorway here? Cookie Cream Swirl. And I got 2 of those. Actually, sorry. Yeah, just 2 of those. Which I'm actually going to go back and get 4 more. I really like this. I'm loving the way that black plays off of the grays. I love the contrast on this one, which is so bizarre because I like the way that this does not contrast as much as this. So maybe it's cake specific, I'm not sure. But I'm here for all that contrast. Love that. Yeah, I need 6 to match, because 6, 6, 6, it's, I don't know, 6. Okay. So, in addition to that, my friends, I just bought 2 colorways of Loops and Threads Soft Classic. I love to stay stocked with my Loops and Threads. So, I am in love with this colorway as of late. It's called Periwinkle. I got 2 skeins of that. I just love this colorway, friends. It's got purple and blue together. If purple and blue had a baby, I think this would be it. I love this. I don't know. I was drawn to it. I need to have it. And apparently I need to buy more because there's only 2 other skeins like this over on my wall. So, yes, I need at least, I don't know, 6 of every color. And this one here is, what is the color here? This one is leaf green. I have behind me, see right there, I didn't need it. I have 10 skeins sitting there of this. Actually, no, it's not that, is it? Yes, it is that. It's the lighting, friends. But yes, this is that. So I have 10 back there. I didn't think I had that many, but now I have 12. I love this green. It's not the same, but I like green. Okay, so there is that. Let me place you guys on a brief hold. I'm going to clear the table and we'll move on to the next section of this episode. 1 second. Okay, friends, so I cleared the table. The whips are gone, the yarn is put away, and what we have now is Happy Mail. So I have 3 to share with you guys. I'm super excited to share this with you because one of them I noticed is from my sister from another mister, Nancy. I can't wait to see what's in that, but let's do that one last, okay? So let's start with this one. So this here comes to us in a card and a package here. So this one here comes from Miss Yvonne. So Miss Yvonne, and I mean, she's a friend of the channel, friend of mine, you know, everyone becomes friends, you know, I call everyone friends, you know, so she's a friend of the channel. She was actually one of my winners of a giveaway, my Sunday giveaways. So she won one of my makes. I believe she got my backgammon scarf. She got one of my scarves. Anyway, I said that to her. She was so blown away by that whole gesture that, you know, she stayed in touch with me. And so back and forth, emails, messages, and things. And I totally was not expecting this. She did not tell me she was sending me anything. So I'm shocked that I have this. But yes, so thank you, Miss Yvonne, for the Happy Mail. She sends a card. I did open it before I started the episode because I like to share this with my mom. And she sends a thank you card. Super nice. And inside, it says very much. So thank you very much. And then here it says, you made me very happy. The most beautiful scarf ever. You do amazing work. Sending Happy Mail separate. And then it has her name there, Miss Yvonne. So little gestures like this go a long way. Like, I never realized that something so small like sending someone one of my makes that kind of an impact until I receive from you guys. Like, it humbles me and it makes me so grateful and thankful that people think enough of me to send me this stuff. You know, so, I mean, listen, I receive Happy Mail like no other. Like, I'm super thankful that I get this. And trust me, I do pay it forward whenever I absolutely can. So, Miss Yvonne, thank you in advance for what is ever in this. I mean, thank you for the card. Thank you for this. And, you know, the correspondence we have back and forth is also amazing as well. So let's get into this. What is in the package, my friends? I didn't open it ahead of time. So let me just make sure I'm not cutting anything. Okay, so here it goes. Whoops. Wow. Hold on. Okay. So, ooh. Okay. There's a lot to take in. Okay. Okay. I have hooks. I have hooks here. But before that, let's look at the card. So I have one of these Coca-Cola card. Okay. And might I say, Miss Yvonne, you have amazing handwriting. Look how beautiful that handwriting is. I pride myself on my handwriting, but this is beautiful. Beautiful handwriting. Okay, sorry. Focus, Juan. Okay. Juan, you can mention my name on YouTube. I learned to knit when I was around 20 and living in Germany at the time. My husband in the army in Wildflecken. After I retired at 55, I learned to crochet, but not real good. I can do the basic, mostly double crochet. I love to watch your YouTube to learn new stitches. I have duplicates on some of my hooks, so I'm sending you some. My favorite is the gem, but the USA hooks all work well. The hooks from England work well too. Thank you again for the scarf, Miss Yvonne. Is this what I think it is? Let me see. These are so nice. You can tell these are the older. Okay, so these are Susan Bates hooks, but these are the older ones. Super nice. So I have the older ones. I have the newer ones, so they look very different. I don't know how old these are. These are definitely vintage hooks. Because the Susan Bates is a lot different than what you're used to seeing nowadays. So like, for instance, the J hook here. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. Am I doing it on the wrong side here? I need to learn camera 101. Anyway, the writing on the hook is back in the day. It's how it used to be. You know who I need to look at? I need to go to Crystal over at Bag a Day. She does excellent hook reviews. I need to ask her about how old these are. Next are these wooden handle hooks, and then there's some of the other ones. It looks like a mixture of hooks in here, which is super nice. Okay. So there's some gem hooks in here. So we have Susan Bates. We have gem. Ooh, look at this, guys. This is a gem, letter I. This is so nice. Oh, my stars and stripes. I love this. And this is an old boy hook. It's got the quotation marks around it. This is an old one, friends. Yes. Wow. Yeah, these are old ones. It's got... Wow. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to have to play around with those. And then there's this case, friends. There's this case. I can already tell you this is vintage, which, if you're not aware, I love vintage. Oh, wow. These are English hooks. From England, friends. These are the arrow. These are arrow needles from Redditch, England. Look at this. A complete set. That is so nice. And it goes up to a 7mm crochet hook. So the smallest one being 0.6, made in England, obviously. Look at how awesome these hooks are. Super nice. So half of them are metal and half of them are like this resin plastic. But I'm here for all of this. Love that. Yep, cherishing these. Actually, all of them. I have the perfect place for these too. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. I really enjoy, I'm really enjoying this. Thank you so much. Adding to my hook collection. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. Okay. The next Happy Mail here doesn't say where it's coming from, but let's actually, wait a minute. I forgot. I pre-opened this, but it's another box inside of a bag. And the note says, Happy Valentine's Day. These looked amazing. I do not know how they will be to crochet with, but they looked beautiful. You have me crocheting again. Loves and hugs from Lanny K. So this is the box, my friends. Let's take a quick look and see what's in the box. More plastic. I'm trying to figure out what it is before I actually get to it. Let's see. Look at this. Wow. Oh my stars. Look at this. Okay. It's a lot to hold on to, but first let's take a look at this hook. Look at that hook. What size is this even? A 25mm crochet hook. I've never held on to a 25mm crochet hook. Are you kidding me right now with that? Wow. This is a 19mm crochet hook. I've never touched these before in my life. Hooks this big. 19mm, friends. 16mm. And then the rest of these I have, yes. What's this one? This is a 12. Yep. This is great. And they're solid wood, friends. Look at that. Oops, I'm dropping them. They're so nice. Look at the ends. That's so cool. Solid wood. The description, let me see, what was the description here? Artisan's Craft. It's a hook set from 3.5mm to 25mm. Ergonomic crochet hooks. Solid wood. Love that. Thank you so much, Lanny K. I really appreciate this. Adding to my hook collection, friends. I have the perfect setup. I cleaned it. I have all the... Look at this. Look at this beautiful container that I'm going to put these in. Love it. I have just the space for these hooks. So now it has a home. Love that. Thank you again, Lanny K. I really appreciate that. I'm going to put them to good use. All right. Last but not least, I have this package from my sister from another mister, Nancy, over at She's Got Yarn too. So, it feels like a book. I wonder if it's what I think it is. Let's see. Let me cut it along the side here. Look at this. Okay, let me take this out so you can see. Guys. Sophie's Universe. I've been wanting to make this for such a long time. Oh my stars. I know exactly what this is. This is Sophie's Universe, the book. It teaches you the stitches, it gives you the entire recipe to make the blanket. Oh my stars. I'm going to have to call her after this. This is so awesome. Thank you, Nancy. I really appreciate this. When I was in Florida, I was telling her that I wanted to do this, but I wanted to do it in a solid color. And yeah, I wanted to do it in purple. So now I get to do that. She paid attention to what I was saying, not that she needed to, but she listened to me, and yeah, this is so cool. I'm super excited about this, friends. Now, I will say that I know quite a few people who have attempted this and haven't been able to finish it for whatever reason. But now that this is in my hands, yeah, we're going to work on this, my friends. We're going to do the things with Sophie's Universe. Again, it's going to be one of those things that I do on the side and I show you progress and all that. So stay tuned for this. I am super excited about this. Okay? So anyway, my friends, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then of course hit the notification button to stay updated with me and my channel. I go live on Sundays at 6 p.m. Catch me every Sunday at 6 p.m. if you want to be a part of the live festivities. We do giveaways, we talk about yarn and all the things. So yeah, that's it for this episode, my friends. So until the next one, I'll see you. Have a good one. Bye.